Regardless, what I want is tomorrow!
Whoa! Today we are reacting to episode 21 and 22 of Code Geass Season 2. Where did we last leave off, Megan?
We left off in the thought elevator with two thoughts trapped.
T-H-O-T. Lelouch and Charles, actually Lelouch trapped Charles in his own realm. So it's going to be interesting to see how he gets out or how it all comes to a head.
Right, because I remember when I was editing back the episode, Suzaku like falls in like a pit and then it's never shown again. So maybe he like is able, like maybe he's trapped in the thought elevator too. I don't know, but I remember it not being resolved.
It'll probably be resolved in this episode or at least the next one. We are in the final part of this series, I guess, the end game. I mean, there's a lot of movies and stuff too, which tell us, by the way, in the comments if any of those movies are good at all. There's just a lot, and I'm curious.
I don't want it to end.
I don't want it to end either, but I do want to see these two episodes. So without further ado, let's jump into our first reaction. Our reaction to episode 21, turn 21, The Ragnarok Connection. Kind of sounds like a band name.
It's like the Rainbow Connection.
Remember, if you want to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored versions of these reactions and all of our previous reactions, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/volume1pod. You can even try it out for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. I can't say for certain, but I'm pretty sure that if you go now to check it out, you will be able to see at least our reaction to the very next set of episodes. Maybe that'll be a little incentive for you to check it out. It matters. It helps. It means the world to us. So we would both greatly appreciate it if you were willing and able to support in that way. But enough of that. For now, let's get right into the reaction. Oh.
She drew a dick on Suzaku.
She did.
Woke up too soon.
She was going to, but he woke up.
What exactly are you doing here?
Anya, what are you...
Well, at the moment, I'm the mother of Lelouch and Nonali. I am Marianne.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm about to appraise Lady Kaguya and General Commander Shinke of the situation. I don't know if they're going to understand or not, but clearly, there's one thing to do.
Ogie.
Yeah, I know. Which is, we gotta make sure that Zero is dead.
I need
Oh.
to find out for sure from Lelouch. Otherwise, I'll never be able to move on.
So, since we have plenty of time
He
now,
gave us the contact
will you
record.
answer me?
Here you are seeking the truth. You who made it this far only by your deception and your lies.
That's true. And not just about my name and past. I've hidden my true intentions too. But that's pragmatism, isn't it? People need to play along with each other. If we didn't, the nations and people, these things called communities, wouldn't exist. Everyone uses lies. On family, on friends, in society.
The masks we
And
wear.
everyone wears a different face. But is that a sin? What is one's true face? Even you wear a mask, that of an emperor. None of us can make a move now without our respective personas.
You're wrong.
Whoa. Lelouch is a little
When we
too
realize
cocky
that
for me right
lives
now.
have no meaning in the endless
Too
flow of
confident.
eternity, those personas will vanish. When we understand each other, conflict will disappear.
That all sounds like metaphysical nonsense to me.
It will soon be reality. You see, this is my Ragnarok connection. Soon, these masks known as deceit will be discarded by the world, revealing the truth.
Sea's world?
In current terminology, it's the collective unconscious.
That's such a funny name to
collective
me.
of people's minds with memories. The sea of transmigration, the great consciousness. Some refer to it as God.
Was that what I saw when we met at Narita?
There, it was mixed with your personal consciousness. I'm merely guessing, as I don't know what it was you saw.
How irresponsible.
Do you like having others peep into your mind? It's people. Their masks are the collective unconscious. Windows that open into their minds and memories. And the minds of people are...
Forget it. It's too messed up for me to do. C2, could you please?
Do you really plan to go in?
Yes, of course. Charles has been waiting for us after all. This would have been so easy if you'd only given him your code.
So she wants her to give Charles the
I'll
code.
go first, all right?
Marianne, what are you up to? Whoa. They're going to Sea's World. Sounds like an amusement park.
You know, Suzaku, you and I, We're very similar.
Similar?
In the way that we both wish to die and yet are unable to.
Wow.
Huh? Prince Snizel?
Crazy.
And the Black Knights?
Can't be.
My Lelouch.
Oh, Shooty!
Mother, is this an illusion? You do this?
No, it really is me.
That's your
Lelouch.
mom, man.
However, I can only take on my original appearance while I'm present within this system.
It really is?
I will now answer your previous question.
Oh, fuck.
Half a century ago, my elder brother and I existed in a hell on Earth. Assassinations occurred with regularity. Daily betrayals spawned by lies. My own mother fell victim
fuck.
to it.
Bro.
My brother and I were sickened and angered by the world. We therefore both swore an oath to create a world without lies.
Both C2 and I agreed to this as well. V2, however. What did you call me for today? I've cleared everyone out of here.
Wait,
I even had
V2
Cornelia
did it?
withdraw.
Sorry to do this, especially without Charles around.
Is this about the
What?
soul of Akasha?
Oh no, this is only about Charles. Ever since he met you, Charles has been acting like a different man. It seems to me that you and he have come to enjoy learning more about one another. You realize that if this continues, the contract we made will never be fulfilled. From the beginning of time, it's always been the woman who's led the man astray.
Whoa. Damn.
I told you to stay out of here.
Oh!
The job
Bro.
is done. Right.
Bro, the
Begin
gun.
the cover-up.
That was
Maybe we can
crazy.
get Nonnally out to be the witness.
Bro, but he's kind of like
It's
Rolo.
imperative that this
I know.
looks like it was the work of terrorists.
Anya Allstream.
Anya's there.
She
Who had
saw
arrived a
it.
week earlier to be schooled in etiquette.
See? Transferring her consciousness.
My Geass power was to cross over into another person's mind.
I freaking called that, dude! I called that.
The power that had been dormant for so long activated for the first time as I was dying. I hid inside Anya to save myself from being killed by V2. And then I realized that when my consciousness surfaced, I could communicate mind to mind with C2. When she discovered the truth, C2 left the directorship to V2.
I spoke
Okay,
with my
but-
brother about it, however.
I freaking called that, dude.
What a tragedy. I shall miss Marianne.
My brother lied to me after we had
Yikes.
sworn to create a world without deceit.
How dare you! Don't try to pass off blame for everything on the dead! Nonnally and I, you sent us to Japan as hostages!
It was necessary!
Necessary for what? What kind of parent does that?
If you have someone you don't want to lose, you should keep them at a distance.
Whoa, this is kind of a cool twist,
when the
though.
sun rises, I want to get a shot with Ground Zero in the background.
Okay, gotcha.
She looks so sad.
Stop giving her screen
Right
time.
now, we're
For real.
suppressing the rebel
Stop
forces
wasting
with the aid of the
time.
Black Knights.
Showing
However,
her.
Is there something else?
Prince Snizel, just how much do you know?
How frightening. What are you referring to?
I used Lelouch. I was fully aware of the truth the entire time. In order to bring about my own death, I had to make his survival a priority. My sensibilities are quite different as an immortal witch. I abandoned my humanity long ago.
I want you to send me to the other world, regardless that you may think I'm foolish. I can't wait here and do nothing.
That's right. I sent both you and your sister to Japan to escape my brother's sight. That's also why
Wow.
I had Marianne's body secretly taken away.
As long as my body still exists, there's the possibility that I'll be able to return to it.
See?
Anya and Nonnally became witnesses. Therefore, it was necessary to rewrite their memories in order to protect everything.
Nonnally? You
Wait.
mean her blindness isn't psychosomatic after all?
Even though she was a false witness, there remained a very real danger she would be killed.
To ensure Nonnally's safety, proof was needed that would lead far away from the truth.
The original plan called for only one immortal code. However, for research to progress, we had to have an additional code. In other words, without C2,
So she's
we
not
didn't
even
have a
blind.
100% guarantee that it would succeed.
When Marianne was unable to persuade C2 to help us, we were left with no choice. We were forced to use you, Lelouch.
What was the point of me doing this?
These tragedies will no longer be necessary once the Ragnarok connection is established.
Masks will vanish. Then everyone can be exactly who they're supposed to be.
I see. All the battle and bloodshed between Britannia and the Black Knights was done just to lure out C2. Well then, it seems that from the very beginning I was merely a nuisance, just a ruckus in the world.
So
And what do you
everything,
two think
all
about
of it.
this?
Oh, they
Did you
just
already
rolled
know
up.
that I was going to come here, Lelouch?
It was necessary for this plan, wasn't it?
Precisely. Therefore, I cannot see any sense in your coming here as well, Kururugi.
I'm sure you can't. I heard you were already immortal. That's why there's something I want to know for certain. Why did you make this thing? For what reason?
Because it's what Nonali and Yuffie both desired. They wanted a gentle world.
It's obvious.
The time is here. C2, since we are all assembled, the plan can commence now. I will grant your wish after everything has been completed.
What the fuck? So all of even the violence and everything, the war, all of it was to draw her back. What did that say?
What the? Where am I?
All over the world? Yes. Bismarck?
It must be His Majesty's plan coming to fruition. If His Majesty succeeds in carrying out his vision, then whatever is left of the world will be yours to govern per his royal decree. Although, the sense of politics will have changed greatly.
Behold, it's begun. The sword of Akasha is slaying God.
Once our marks of Geass become one, the old world will cease and the new world will spring forth.
Lelouch, what was your motivation for wanting to control the world?
Don't waste my time, Suzaku. You know it was Nonali.
Or are you just using her as your excuse?
Yes, you're right. I am. I have fought to protect everything I thought I wanted to protect.
If you're going to achieve that end, you need to take action.
The means to that end requires me to reject something. That I reject you, and I reject everything you believe. Why do people lie? It isn't only because they struggle against each other. It's also because there's something that they're seeking. You now want a world without change. You could hardly call it life, the same as a world of memories. Just a world that's closed and completed. That's a place I wouldn't want to live in.
But Lelouch, are you saying you're rejecting me as well?
That depends. Is your desire the same as His Majesty's mother?
It will be so good to rejoin all the people from whom we've been separated. You can be reunited with those who have died, even Euphemia.
As I expected, you both believe that this new world you envision will be best for all. But forcing your good intentions on others is no different from an evil act.
The people will come to accept it.
That time will never come! Only one thing is undeniably certain. I understand now that what you did to Nonali and me may have been done out of good intentions.
Right.
The hard fact remains that you abandoned us in a foreign land!
But we did that to protect you.
Then why didn't you stop the war between Japan and Britannia?
Yeah.
The plan was such a priority for you both that it didn't matter to either of you if Nonali and I were alive or dead. That's why you abandoned us. All you have left are self-serving excuses.
Lelouch, you're wrong.
You just told me! You said that the dead will rejoin the living! You don't give a damn about the future! The world that my sister wished for is one in which kindness is extended to everyone, even strangers!
He may be right. At the very least, Yuffie never said that Lelouch was zero. Even to the very end. Shirley didn't either. That's why I...
Let's say it was true. What of it? There's nothing to be done about it. The Ragnarok connection has begun.
You think so? I am Zero, the man who works miracles.
Your Geass power will have no effect on me.
There's someone else here, isn't there? That's right. C's world is the will of mankind itself, and all men are not equal. Remember those words? They're your own, and because of that, I'm sure you realize that my power will work.
God cannot be defeated by the power of the king.
I don't intend to defeat God. This is a request. Now I know who I really am. God! Collective unconscious!
Whoa!
Please don't stop the march of time!
Lelouch, you ungrateful child!
Nobody would have wanted this.
You can't do this, boy! Not against God nor all of humanity itself!
Regardless, what I want is tomorrow!
Whoa!
Double eyes.
It can't be!
Holy shit. Okay,
The
so...
elevator is falling. The dream that I and Marianne...
So they
and
just
my
wanted to
brother all
stop
shared.
time?
Charles, just stop already. It was presumptuous of us to even attempt this.
C2, we still bear the marks of Geass. No matter what occurs, we...
This isn't a falsehood, Father. It's reality's response.
Darling, you...
Whoa!
It's not possible. I'm supposed to be immortal.
Holy
We're
shit.
being absorbed?
But what about C2? Why isn't she disappearing as well? You supported this plan as much as we did.
Sorry, but I finally realized the love you have is only for yourselves.
No, that's not true at all. We love our children very much.
Do you have any idea what the meaning is behind Nonali's beautiful smile? Nonali was blinded. My own sister was crippled. She knew. She knew that there were things in this world that she would never be able to do by herself. Nonali's smile was her way of expressing gratitude.
You're laboring under a delusion.
Bro, send these yappers to oblivion.
Lie over my dead body. Your refusal to face reality, content to watch us from afar. Don't make me laugh. There's only one truth here. You, my own parents, you abandoned us.
You clever little fool!
Oh, fuck.
Suzaku,
stay out of this.
Can't you understand that if you refuse me and what I offer, you will inherit his world, Schnizel's world? Do not judge me. Good and evil intentions are on each side of the same card. Even then, you still have...
No matter what, I'll always reject the world you envision. Be gone now!
He banished him,
my
bro.
God, to the freaking Shadow Realm.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Can I assume that?
Yes, His Majesty has now been...
Consumed.
C2, are you going as well?
When death comes, you want to at least be smiling, right? And you too? What are you planning to do now?
Huh?
You rejected Charles's plan. Instead, you chose reality and the forward march of time.
I know. Lelouch is the person who murdered Yuffie.
What of it?
What of it? After everything you
After
just
all
witnessed,
that shit.
Suzaku.
After all of that shit.
Today, His Majesty Emperor Charles will make an important announcement to the entire nation.
No, he won't.
We will be bringing you live
No,
and
he's
direct
gone.
coverage of this from...
Didn't somebody say that the Emperor was missing?
Bismarck was the one who reported that, and now he's gone.
As for Schnizel and the others, where are they?
Presenting His Imperial Majesty!
Schnizel.
It's gonna be Lelouch. Yep. Yep.
That's not...
Wait.
I knew it.
How?
I fucking knew it.
It can't be! But how? There's no way.
Greetings. I am Lelouch V. Britannia of the royal family, 99th Emperor of the realm.
Good lord.
It's really you?
Good lord.
Yes, sister, I am. I've returned from the depths of hell intact.
When Nunnally was located, I figured that you would be found alive too. But now, aren't you carrying this joke a bit too far? That's the throne of our father.
Charles Z. Britannia, the 98th Emperor, no longer lives, and I'm the one who took his life.
Gangster, bro.
That makes me the next emperor.
Guards, take that fool and execute him! He's guilty of murdering our emperor!
What you got? Oh! He's got his own knight. Suzaku's his knight now.
But why?
May I introduce Suzaku Kururugi, my knight.
My knight of one.
Knight of the round above all others. I grant him the title Knight of Zero.
What the?
Knight of Zero.
Lelouch, Sir Kurudugi, this just won't do.
Do you think so? Let me make this easy for you all to understand. Acknowledge me as Emperor!
Lelouch, I insist that you stop joking around.
Oh my God.
Bro, he just did that to the whole world?
Well, to everybody in that room, unless, well, I guess it's being broadcast.
Okay, now... I thought he was gonna play fair. He don't play fair no more. No.
Did he do anything to Suzaku, or Suzaku just like, fuck it?
I don't think he would be fuck it.
Now that you've reappeared on the scene, we no longer have a problem to contend with. Let Lelouch have all of it, because it doesn't matter. He can have Britannia, the whole nation. The question is, what comes next? Which will control the world? Will it be Lelouch's Geass power, or will it be...
What? Schnizel?
My chess piece.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We finally got so much answered.
Yeah, we got all of it.
Everything answered.
So essentially, it's kind of like not in the same way, but I got really big Ava vibes.
In what way?
In what they were trying to accomplish with the Avas.
Right.
And like having everyone share the same consciousness, right?
Well, I was trying to figure that out too. I believe that it seemed like they were taking away humanity's, I guess, like the masks that humanity wears.
Inherent evil, I guess, in the world, right? They like him and so it started with, we're taking it back. So Charles and V2 were brothers. They kind of shared the same fate as Nunnally and Lelouch because they saw their mother get executed,
right.
assassinated, and they made a pact together that they would make a world where there was no more like war.
And they said lies.
And lies. Because, yeah, lies.
Because that thing was like a representation of the collective human consciousness.
Right.
That little spiral thing, whatever.
But that was also the sword of Akasha.
Right.
That was going up to like a planet.
Not the spirit of Longinus.
Not
sword of Akasha.
Yeah, see. But yeah, so that's what they wanted to do, and Marion was like super in on that. And I kind of liked what Lelouch said about like them not caring necessarily like who lived or who died because they would be reunited anyway. It's kind of like everyone being in heaven together, essentially, making like a shared like oasis where
it kind of is that. And I think that everybody there, I could be way off. Tell me what you think. Everybody there would just exist, maybe not even age, maybe not even die, because time wouldn't move. It would be like you said, like eternity, heaven. It would just be that.
Right.
And Lelouch's point was like, you want to live in a world without change. And I guess by taking away the human collective consciousness, are you taking away free will, or are you giving people free will, but there are just no reasons for them to commit acts like war or genocide because they live in a sort of like paradise or whatever.
Right. But like Lelouch said, it's like even though you have good intentions, it's still like an evil doing. You're not doing
absolutely.
it.
And I love that line.
You're not doing it. You're not asking them. You're doing it without asking, making this new world and like thinking that your plan is better for everyone. But to his point as well, like you didn't stop these wars from happening. You encouraged them to get C2 out and to help you. So you're no better.
Absolutely, which is kind of crazy. Like I understand, I guess the logic in that, right? Like they needed so desperately to bring C2 out of the woodwork that they went to these this extent, right? To do so. But also, this is what him and V2 were fighting so hard against. Again, maybe in their mind, none of it matters. Just like the deaths of people don't matter because everybody's going to come back eventually. Or if their plan succeeds, when it succeeds, everything will be reset anyway.
Right.
But
and
crazy.
We didn't get like a real explanation of like when Marion met C2. That's not confirmed. They were just kind of together before Charles and her like started a family, I guess. And V2 was like Rolo. Again, it's like we said in the beginning of season 2, a lot of the same beats were happening. And I think it's just like showcasing like irony and like fate, I guess. Like how things are like the same and their reasonings for doing these things are kind of the same but different. Like Lelouch's whole thing was again like V2 and Charles. Like Charles did that shit because his mom was executed, just like Marion. Different circumstances, of course, but yeah. And
that was a really satisfying reveal, though. I mean,
it was, and we were talking about it too last episode. Like Marion was definitely, and even in the beginning, like you kind of not expect it, but when someone's built up in a certain type of way. They're like, they were great, like they were amazing, they were so like blah blah. And we never like ever got to hear her like speak or like do anything. You're like, okay, there's something fishy about this person, and there was, and
I really liked that. I liked all of it. How V2 was the one to take her out. How she still was on the side of like Charles, and his plan was their plan that they want to continue to work together to achieve. But also I never get shit right like that. Like I make predictions, I make guesses, but I am often wrong. I called that and I'm just proud of myself. I'm giving myself this one thing because I called her Geass being able to transfer her consciousness into another person, and that's exactly what we saw with Anya, who was there like learning etiquette or something like that, they said.
Yeah, but like why was she
there? It was like nighttime.
But also how the fuck was Nonnally under her? That didn't make any sense. Did they change that?
Yeah, well, so I think what they are implying, first of all, Nonnally's blindness was psychosomatic, and now it's confirmed that Charles rewrote her memories so that she thinks these things happen and thinks she is blind, but she's not blind. And I don't even know if she's even paralyzed, to be honest.
Because, she didn't get shot with her mom.
Exactly. So they staged it all. It happened, and then they staged it all and rewrote Nonnally's memories and Lelouch's memories to back up, everything that they had seen. So Nonnally is like, I think I don't
think they rewrote Lelouch's, just Nonnally's, because maybe it might be the thing where I don't know if he can use it multiple times, Charles.
Right.
Because Lelouch just walked in on that scene.
Right.
Pretty sure.
That's
but Nonnally was like put underneath her body and shit. So
right. But it's crazy.
That's
but I'm
like
pretty
crazy.
sure she can not only or will not only be able to see, but be able to walk again, which will be cool. I mean, I love Natalie. Natalie is and she's the key to everything. And I love that Lelouch is really doing everything he's doing, it seems like, right, to bring her world into existence.
Right.
Which is an actual, like, genuine, like, kindness, non-discriminatory, right? Just like across the board, like a kind world. Suzaku, I don't know what the fuck he said to Suzaku.
Yeah, he didn't use his Geass on him because he still has it intact, so not really sure what he's doing. But not sure either what Schneisel's plan is. I'm sure he like kind of assumed that Lelouch would try to do this or like do this.
Right
when he was like involved with all of the Charles stuff. Obviously, he wanted to do it first so he could be the emperor, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't think I really genuinely like, I guess there was no other way to have him recognized as emperor without using Geass, but it would have been cool if he didn't have to do that. And he like there was a valid reason why he was like able to be the emperor. Right. You know what I mean? Like it would have been a little bit more satisfying because he could have just done this all along. Like he could have just at any time sat in there and been like, you're all gonna like recognize me and you're gonna see me and see the emperor, and they would have been like, yeah, for sure. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
sure, but the emperor would still exist, and so he could
right,
he could interfere with that, and
but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean, that like he had to still use his Geass in the end anyway.
Yeah,
which is a little bit, I guess, like
I was like, oh, he's gonna sit on the throne. She was talking, and he's like, there's a reason why I'm the emperor, like this, and they've been like, fuck, like I guess we can't.
Right, exactly.
Like,
no, that would have been
because
more
now it just looks like, I mean, into the Black Knights and to Schneisels and everyone in the Night of the Round, like everyone's just like, oh, he's just using this power that we just found out about. Yeah. Like, big whoop, could have done that at any time. Like, you know what I mean? Now,
but he actually did take out the emperor.
Yes.
And I think Schneisel, like you said, has been planning for this all along. And now it's going to be, because we still got a big chunk of episodes left, it's going to be Schneisel versus Lelouch.
And the Black Knights versus Lelouch.
Potentially the Black Knights, but I don't know, they might still come around. I don't know.
No way.
But
no way.
Lelouch is double Geassed up now, so we'll see how that
I don't know
how that affects his power.
Yeah, I mean, I think that now he's going to be able to get Code.
Oh.
Because even C2 said, like, it has to be strong enough, and Charles's was, and that's how he was able to take her Code.
Right.
But I think Lelouch's Geass is getting more powerful, so it's going to be able to...
Yeah, he spoke to God, or the collective human consciousness, which is God.
Well, because, because Marianne wasn't able to do the contract because hers wasn't as powerful. Like, she tried it on Mao,
right?
Marianne, whoever else, I don't know. But Lelouch, I think, has that capability now. So we'll see. We'll see if he ends up getting Code. That would be crazy, because then it'll be kind of like a fucking Charles situation where it's like, how do you do anything to that? Like, how do you...
Right.
You know?
I'm expecting all-out war in the next couple of episodes. So let's just get into our next reaction, our reaction to episode 22, turn 22, Emperor Lelouch.
99th Emperor Lelouch, who ascended the throne only a few days ago, has ordered the destruction of the Imperial Mausoleum, which held the remains of past Britannian emperors, breaking up of plutocratic cliques, and liberation of the numbers. Odysseus and other royals expressed support for the new emperor despite these actions.
He's just amazing!
Does he really intend to completely remake Britannia?
Don't you mean destroy it?
Are we to believe Lelouch really did hate Britannia as he claimed?
Bro, yes.
Possibly oppose him.
I knew he was really on our side. I always said that.
Some media people are calling him the Knight for Justice and the hero of the masses.
Speaking of media, where's D-Tard at? As long as he's with Cornelia and Schneisel, he'll stay hidden.
So what's our next move? What do we do now? Everything's different. The new emperor is doing good things.
He is.
No, he isn't.
Oh, Shinkai.
Emperor Lelouch has one
No, Zero has one goal.
Whoa.
Lelouch v. Britannia commands each one of you. Be my slaves. Now!
Bro, he's just going for it.
That's not good, Lelouch.
Yes, Your Majesty! Your Majesty, won't you let me analyze that power just a little bit? For science, of course.
Do you want to die, Lloyd?
Oh.
You mean in the traditional sense?
Ridiculous.
Whoa, Jeremiah's back.
Jeremiah Gottwald returns from battle to announce that he has vanquished former Earl Rosencreuz.
Still, I'm not very popular out there, am I? The nobles are rising up and rebelling everywhere.
How does he do that?
People resist to take away their vested interests.
That's why we need to make them fully understand how foolish and pathetic it is to cling to vain pedigrees and past glories.
Is this a good thing?
Is what a good thing?
Well, the way Prince Schneisel and Princess Cornelia have disappeared without a trace.
Yes, you have a point. And if it's known what Suzaku and the others are actually trying to do here...
I wonder if we've become cogs in a machine without even realizing it.
By the way, did you know?
Arthur.
Jesus.
Suzaku used to attend school with His Majesty. They had classes together.
Oh, Millie and Nina's school?
I thought you guys knew that.
I won't be back until
Oh, brother.
tonight. Covering something? A conference.
To decide if we support His Majesty or Lelouch.
Area 11, Japan. It's about whether or not we should go back to the homeland now that it's no longer a part of Britannia.
And?
Well, even my family isn't nobility anymore.
Lelouch is the one.
Stop! Can we just drop this whole subject now and talk about something else?
That's me when I go to my family's house.
Here, Nina.
Stop!
You shouldn't go out. You're safe here in this school.
Thanks a lot. When I built the Flea, I never in my wildest dreams thought all those countries would target me. They're relentless.
At this moment, I'm about to spill a sea of blood. Enough blood to wipe away all memory of Princess Massacre forever from people's minds. Yuffie wasn't the only one. It was Nonali too. We've both lost so much. Far, far too much.
Those outfits go hard.
To move forward into the future, we need to take over the entire world. Just saying those words makes me laugh.
Yet you're both absolutely determined to do it. Isn't
So
that
is he gonna
right?
make himself like an enemy of the
For
world?
the sake of the Zero Requiem.
So they have like a common enemy?
Yes, Your Majesty.
And then unite
What will you do
in his
about the
destruction?
problem at hand, Your Majesty?
I took over Britannia to address that.
Is it true about what Schneisel is planning?
Yes, according to the intelligence reports. It leads to one conclusion. There's no choice. We have to move the plan to the next phase before Schneisel has a chance to put his plan into action.
What's the plan?
Majesty, it's the Knights of the Round! We swore absolute loyalty to Charles Z. Britannia.
We will never recognize this
Ooh,
damned usurper.
who's she?
An interceptor.
Have we seen her
Knight of the
There's
Round.
only one.
Oh, bro.
One is enough with Lancelot Albion.
I think Schneisel, because he wanted the Flea to be a thing, he's gonna like blow up the whole fucking...
Probably.
Already?
Whoa.
The Albion?
A 9th generation nightmare frame. It's Suzaku Kuren!
Oh. Ruthless.
Still come back to us!
I mean, he just killed 2 people. I don't know about that.
If you've sworn true loyalty to Britannia, then it's you who should join our side, Gino.
Suzaku Kurerugi! I heard that your goal was to become the
He's
Knight
got
of
Geass
One.
too.
But I am the only Knight of One, and I'll never lose that title to a traitor like you!
Ooh, he's the Knight of Zero, actually.
The Knight of Zero. And that trumps you, Bismarck.
Empty title with no honor!
We interrupt our programming for this live broadcast from the Holy Britannian Empire.
That's the Lancelot.
And it's challenging Bismarck.
Fuck yeah, dude.
How can he know Lancelot's flight path?
My Geass gives me the power to see the future.
Whoa! Oh, he's got ATM, bro.
And again?
Only once before, I used this power when I battled Lady Marianne.
But like, why did he have that shit covered up though?
Predict my moves.
Still,
I mean, he just, you know, he doesn't need it like that.
To the world.
Right. I must be victorious.
And that's why I'm ordering you to live.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I never would have guessed Lelouch and Suzaku would have come together again like this.
What? What is this? Is it the machine's special functions? Or is it Kururugi's skill?
Suzaku, your willpower is extraordinary, turning my Geass command to live into an unexpected weapon. You've become a warrior like no other.
Even though you can predict my moves, if I do this...
Head on? You insult me!
Oh my god! That was easy!
Pretty fucking easy.
That was easy.
The Knight of One has fallen.
Oh, with the flames on the bottom? Okay, Shinkai. Where can I buy that jacket?
What have I become? Am I a Knight of Britannia? And if I'm not, then what am I fighting these battles for?
To the people of
He's
the
got
world,
everyone stressed.
the video that you've just seen is final proof that I am the true ruler of Britannia, in name and in deed. Now that that is clear, the Holy Britannian Empire is ready to join the United Federation of Nations.
Does that mean...
Britannia will be on our side?
There, you see? I told you he was one of us. He's my buddy.
For the negotiations,
He's my buddy.
I am not with Suzaku Kururugi nor any of my generals. I shall follow all rules of the U.S.
Schneisels.
However, the site of the negotiation shall be the one nation which is neutral, standing between Britannia and the UFN, Japan. The Ashford Academy will be the site of the conference.
Bro, they love bringing everything back to Ashford.
They love Ashford Academy.
They love bringing all their shit back to it.
Is there something going on, Schneisel?
A certain person decided she didn't approve of us, so she's chosen to flee. We need to
Anya?
deploy Damocles now. There's no more time.
Is that the only option we have?
That will be up to the world to decide.
You're right, Megan. He's gonna fucking bomb the fucking country or world or I don't know.
We're coming to you from Ashford Academy, the site chosen by His Majesty Lelouch, Emperor of Britannia. It is here that the UFN will debate whether to allow the Britannian Empire to become a member. It's the Emperor's personal transport. Lelouch, is it really you? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Emperor Lelouch has just landed inside
Bro.
Mic was hot. The mic was hot.
I need to know the truth.
Oh fuck.
Oh, he's gonna get shot.
Tell me who you were.
How dare you disrespecting the Emperor?
We're friends. He was my best friend at school here. Lelouch.
Damn. Cold.
He's sorry. Let him go. Let's go. Come on.
Bro, I don't give a fuck about Nina.
Lelouch, tell me why.
Nice to meet you.
Oh fuck.
You're Captain Colin Koski, a leader of the Black Knights, are you not?
That's right. I'm here to escort you safely to the conference.
Fine. Do you mind if we take the long way around? I am feeling a bit anxious about this. A little walk might be helpful.
I understand.
Is Zero... Lelouch, did he come here to pull something?
He can't.
People
The OSS
kiss.
systems are completely down now. Koski wants us to watch her closely. If we think he used his Geass on her, she wants us to shoot her. She said to use the snipers.
You're all just paranoid. He came here to make friends. Get over it.
I'm grateful for what you did. I know if it weren't for you, I'd have ended my life back in the Shinjuku ghetto. The Black Knights would never have existed at all. I was glad, proud, and honored to be needed by our masked leader, Zero. When I learned you were Zero, I didn't understand anymore. Even so, the man I saw fighting against Britannia. Now you've joined forces with Suzaku. What are you really trying to do? Do you want personal power? To be above everyone else? Or is this just a game to you? During the Black Rebellion, Ogi told me to guard you with my life. He told me that you could make my brother's dream come true. Lelouch, after everything we've been through, what do I mean to you? On the day you left the Ikaruga, you told me, Colin, you have to live!
Oh, I fucking knew she was gonna do that.
Colin.
I feel nothing for you.
This is it then.
That was the worst kiss I've ever had.
The Supreme Council will be meeting in the gymnasium.
Then it is goodbye, Colin.
Oh.
Chairman Kaguya Sumeragi
Damn.
of the UFN Supreme Council. I desire that the Holy Britannian Empire participates in the United Federation of Nations.
Master Zero, do you understand that participation is dependent upon a 2/3 majority vote of UFN members?
Of course, that's the democratic way of doing things, right?
He already used Geass on them.
I don't know.
I think so. To block him from using his power.
Courteous, don't you agree?
It was former Emperor Charles who carried out all those crimes, wasn't it?
Geass countermeasures, huh? Well,
I mean,
Now it's
that's
clear that only Kaguya and the
that's
core
smart.
members of the Black Knights know about Geass.
Now, what are you really trying to do here?
Isn't the new Britannia a better country for the entire world?
That remains to be seen. UFN resolutions are always determined by majority vote.
Voting rights are apportioned according to each member nation's population.
The Chinese Federation has been broken up, so the nation with the largest population in the world now is Britannia.
If we allow Britannia to join the UFN today,
You will have more than half the votes, Emperor Lelouch.
Ah.
if we vote in your favor, you would usurp our power and take control of the UFN.
I see.
So that's it. I always knew he was a bad guy.
Oh my gosh.
Don't turn on him now.
He is exceptionally dim, isn't he?
I heard that.
What's your response, Emperor Lelouch?
Break up your empire. Let your territories secede from Britannia.
Mhm.
Or limit your total votes to 20%. Those are your options.
Chairman Kaguya, I have one question that I would like to ask you.
You may do so.
What trait is most important for governing the world?
It's pride. The pride of self-governance.
Good answer. You speak with wisdom, Lady Kaguya.
He's buttering her
I would
up.
submit a different answer.
Oh, and what would that answer be?
The will to destroy.
Destroy?
Destroy the world. And even oneself.
Careful, he's trying to pull something.
Oh my God.
I will not allow this affront to His Majesty.
Where the hell were our perimeter guards?
Sorry, sir. You
Taken out.
from underwater.
Is he gonna make the leaders of the entire world obey him at gunpoint?
The Britannian forces have started to move.
What's that?
They're crossing from international waters into Japanese territory.
If that's true, then he's betrayed the trust of the entire world.
In other words, his goal is a pure dictatorship.
Zero is. Lelouch is now the enemy of the world.
See,
That's
yeah,
what
that,
he
that was his
wanted.
plan. Yeah.
But I don't know why.
Well, so they can have a common enemy to unite over, I feel like.
But the Empress is also in grave danger.
I know that, Cullen. But the enemy is Lelouch.
Damn, but
Or
they're
hesitate to
killing
kill
people,
everyone
though.
around him. You can't act on your own. We have to let the representatives decide how to respond.
Susaku.
Now, Chairman Sumeragi, I request that you take the vote. Will you allow Britannia to join the UFN?
We'd be voting under duress.
Will you stop them from casting their decision? No. Then let's start the democratic process.
Damn.
Lelouch and Susaku, what are they thinking? They've declared war on the whole world. A roadblock?
Don't try to protect me. It's not worth it. Why? Just as a favor to Millie? If that's it.
Idiot! It's because I'm your friend.
Really? You don't have brownie points with Millie?
You have a lot of
You're
friends, dude, really.
Oh my God.
Congratulations!
Lloyd.
Priority target 1 has been captured.
I'm sure there was a student with her. Let him go free.
Oh, Rivel. He wanted Nina.
Oh.
I was like, wait.
What is it?
Pendragon, the capital city. It's been...
Damn it, he struck first.
The radius of
Fuck.
destruction is approximately 100 kilometers.
It's Schneisel.
So yeah, that is
We have
his
to
plan.
assume it was caused by a flare, and that's not all. There's a fortress in the sky above it. It's 3 kilometers long.
What? What?
What's he doing now?
Lelouch, it's just as you guessed.
I had no doubt that all the Flea warheads were there. The Sky Fortress Damocles was developed by the Totomo Agency in Cambodia.
The only one who would know the Imperial private channel is...
Do you enjoy forcing others to submit to your will?
What do you
Shut up.
Schneisel, you just...
Gathered all the Flea warheads. They're deployed to the Damocles.
You're prepared to attack the Britannian Emperor?
I'm afraid that's a moot point since I don't recognize you as the Emperor, Lelouch.
I suppose you think that you're best suited to rule.
No, you're mistaken. There's another who's destined for the throne.
Suzaku.
The one who's truly best suited to rule Britannia
Nanali.
is right here.
Ah! I knew it. She was alive. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, there was no way she could have died, bro.
Lelouch and Susaku, I declare you're my
She's gonna open her
enemies
eyes.
from now on.
Fuck! I knew she was alive. Damn, dude. That was crazy. That was a really solid episode. I knew Nanali had to be alive.
Yeah, there was no way to do her like that. No.
Because, yeah, they just weren't, like, the ramifications, like, Lelouch did kind of, like, process it, deal with it. You know, he was very, like, torn apart by it. But it just didn't feel like it was, like, it was given enough time for it to be, like, a real thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't a Rolo. You know,
exactly.
Like Nonali, if she actually did die, it would have been like a roller.
Yes.
You know, like the fucking music, toy box music.
Toy
fucking
box.
sad. That would have been her death. But it was just way too fast. I knew she was alive, 100%. And I mean, Schneisel setting up everything from the beginning with Nonali too. Like making her a viceroy and giving her this power, and he just telling everyone what they want to hear, just like Lelouch wearing a fucking mask. Like, I don't think I should rule. I think you should be not like, yeah, bitch, you know exactly what to do. You were just saying yesterday that you wanted to rule, and now you want to give it to Nonali?
Right.
Okay, bitch, like, sure, right. And you just nuked a whole fucking city. Like, this man is like, I don't know who's worse.
So
I genuinely don't know who's worse.
I now think that Lelouch is doing everything that he's doing. This is how he's going to set himself up as a big enough threat for Schneisel, because Schneisel said that he has sort of gathered all the Flea warheads like on this one location or in
the
this one
location
area.
is in the fucking sky, bitch. So it's like the best. It's like a weapon. I mean, he's like essentially like living in a fucking weapon. Like they're living in a castle that has the Flea capabilities to just like go. It's like a fucking UFO. You just go to like city to city, go boom, boom, boom. Like it's insane.
But I really do still think that this is all part of Lelouch's plan. Like I don't even know how surprised Lelouch and Suzaku were both like fucked up at the end when they saw Nonali and saw that Nonali was alive. But like 2 seasons of Code Geass has conditioned me to believe that like this is all part of Lelouch's plan.
No, he didn't. No. This is a mess up, because now it complicates things. Now that Nonali's alive again, when Nonali was presumed dead, when he presumed that she was dead, he kind of let everything go. He's like, I don't really need to do this anymore. I don't really need to do these. She's gone, so it's like I'm just gonna do me. But now this completely changes everything for him, and even maybe Suzaku, because now it matters. Now there's actually stakes. I feel like with like Lelouch, and Lelouch, a part of his plan, he already anticipated Schneisel using the Flea, and I had said in the episode like he made it with Nina.
Right.
He saw that she was able to like create this weapon and was like, sick, Nina, love that, like sick, I'm going to use this for something else. And that was his plan all along.
Rivel and Nina are on their own little side quest, and maybe it'll result in Nina having some like huge redemption moment for her.
The only way she can be redeemed is if she like
deactivates it or like shuts it down or something. Because
no, genuinely no.
I'm kind of with you on that.
I just like enough.
Enough is enough.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Nina's the type of girl to shoot someone and then cry because she didn't know that the bullet would actually like
hurt someone,
do that to someone.
Yeah.
I didn't know the bullet would actually penetrate their organs and cause them to die.
Yeah, I don't know.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I can't. Again, she's a fucking high school girl being told by, royalty that she's chill like that, but she's not chill. It's not chill. It's not chill. Yeah.
The only other thing too, I think, Lelouch. There's again. I might have said this a million times before. There's no way he would be going about this the way he's going about it unless it was to unite the world against a common enemy. And
no, but the common enemy would be Schneisel.
But
bombing people, bro.
Schneisel is very manipulative. Schneisel can really kind of like twist things to his favor, and people would probably end up following him or just sort of like playing right into his trap.
Well, now
but I think it's 2 birds with 1 stone. He creates a common enemy and he draws Schneisel's attention, so he gets an opportunity to take Schneisel out. And if he gets taken out in the process, the world unites over that, and the world is actually kind of like reset again and has a fighting chance to start over. I guess setting the Black Knights up and a lot of other like people to take over the government in a better way, because again, Schneisel, if Schneisel, nobody would believe it because he's just that he's good at talking, at yapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm so glad Nonali's alive.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes things complicated.
Super complicated.
I'd rather things be complicated than her be dead.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot to unpack, and I'm sure again that we didn't cover everything. Do you have anything else you want to touch on about this episode?
No. I mean, everyone is just so torn.
Yeah.
Like the Black Knights are torn. Like everyone is like, do we trust him? Do we not trust him? Like, why is he doing this? Oh, he's doing it because of this. No, he's doing it because of that. Or maybe it's both. Like, it's just so much with this whole situation. So I don't know who's gonna take whose side. I don't know now that Nonali's involved. Is he gonna like back down because he doesn't want to be that's the last thing he fucking wants is to be his sister's enemy. So
right.
And Schneisel knows that. Schneisel's using that. Because if Schneisel was just like, I want to be emperor, but Nonali's alive, it wouldn't matter. But Nonali is, I guess, now going to be crowned the fucking queen, the empress.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's an issue. But
with only 3 episodes left, it really is setting itself up to be a crazy, finale to the season. And I can't wait. I can't wait. That's going to do it for our reaction and discussion of these 2 episodes, though. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed already. If you enjoy these reactions, leave your comments, your feelings, your thoughts on the episodes down below, keeping them spoiler-free, of course. And remember, if you'd like to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored versions of these reactions and all of our previous reactions, then you can do that by becoming a Patreon member by going to patreon.com/Volume1Pod. You can even try it out for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. It matters. It helps. It means the world to us if you're willing and able to support in that way. And speaking of our Patreon and YouTube members, we would like to thank everybody, no matter how you show your support, but we'd like to give a special shout out and a special thanks to our V1P members. So thank you to everyone, but a very special thank you to
Trip Hazard, Wombo, David Ramirez,
Tyler the Nerdy Bassist, Roland V Dub, and Quattro. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching, for clicking on this video, for hanging out with us. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro. That's always the same and never changes, which today, Megan, is Not Only Lives. Okay. Flaya these nuts. All hail Emperor Lelouch.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And until next time,
all hail Emperor Lelouch.
I've been Geass.
Oh yeah, I know, me too.
Actually, I didn't even need to be Geass to say that.
I was Geass.
You were? Oh shit, that's crazy that you know that.
Yeah.